great to stretch the old legs and go on a field trip. So I'm taking you with me today to Malibu, California. Now, if you like music, you've probably been touched by my next guest. He's a multiple Grammy Award-winning record producer, and his name is David Foster.
It's so great to be here. I watched the show. You know, I'm a fan. I mean, I'm a Brian McKnight fan and a fan of your TV shows. So I'm just a fan.
You know, we're sitting here at your house up in Malibu, got the great ocean view. But you know, I always am amazed to see where people keep their Grammys. And we're sitting here, and I'm just in awe.
Yeah, it's actually your life flashing in front of your eyes. You know, I mean, but then everyone of them has a story.
You've worked with everyone. Now I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who's the best singer you've worked with?
I think the answer is Andrea Bocelli. And certainly, I mean, I have a top 10, of which, of course, you are in. And it includes Celine and Barbara and Natalie and Brian McKnight and Seal and Mariah Carey, and, you know, it's a good list. But Andrea Bocelli is extra special because he knows the classical world so far beyond what I do and what you do. And he knows the pop world just like you and I do. And that is impressive as hell.
I guess the question the big question is, when you look at the whole thing though, what do you think makes you be the guy that has been able to mold and shape so many careers?
I'd like to think that some of my success is I could attribute to my upbringing, my parents, and the fact that they encouraged me without beating me over the head. And I had we talked the other day in DC about band teachers and how important band and choir was, even though it was corny and it wasn't the hippest thing to do, but man, my band teacher was so influential on me. So all those things, plus having the moral upbringing to know the difference between right and wrong, because it's hard enough even when you're diligent. Imagine when you're not diligent, how easily it can slip away.
Right. That's the other thing. Having all the success, you never stop.
Right.
You just keep working and keep working. But you do have fun though. I see you have fun too, but you know, it's always within the realm of working. And it's hard to tell people to do that, especially kids now, that the work comes first.
Yeah.
And the only way you can play is to get the work done.
Work hard as a kid, you'll play hard as an adult. You play hard as a kid, you're gonna work hard as an adult. Right. And I guess for guys like us, we just keep working, you know, and it's our life force. And like I've said before, good is the enemy of great. And it's so true. It's so easy to be good. It's really hard to be great. But that's what you have to strive for every single day. I love the way I would be a person that you would look to in your career, because you're so diverse in what you do. And now I'm interviewing you. But you would go, okay, well, there's a guy that probably wouldn't know anything about David Foster.
Oh, no, that's not the truth. I was lucky enough to grow up at a time when music wasn't compartmentalized.
Right.
You could hear Willie Nelson, then Earth, Wind and Fire, and all these great records. And when you start seeing the same names, because we actually used to look at and see who was playing and who was producing, you start seeing the same name over and over again. And there was no internet at that time, so we actually had to go and get the record to see. And I would like to say that I cut my teeth really learning to play and play all the songs. Once I learned them in one key, I learned them in every key, and that's how I taught myself to play.
Really?
That's how,
Interesting.
All those records, I'd pick them out, and you know, I'd listen, and then I'd sit there and play it. And if it was in F, okay, now we play it in F sharp. Then we play it in A flat.
You mean just as an exercise?
Well, I played in church. So in the churches my mother would take me to play in, someone would just stand up and start singing. And she'd say, play the song. I was like, I don't know. She's like, they're all the same. I was like, I don't know what key it's in.
Wow.
So I'd listen to records, and I'd play them, and then I'd play in every key, and that's how.
Do you believe that that the new Whitney Houston is out there singing in a church somewhere right now, and we just haven't found her?
Absolutely.
Because I do too.
But that's the key. I mean, how overall this time can you continue to be in the forefront?
Well, here's the thing. Everybody says, oh man, you're so amazing, you find this talent. You know, first of all, no, I don't. They find me. Second of all, if I see somebody sing, like if I didn't know you and I saw you singing in a bar somewhere and you were 19 and you were probably a total monster at 19, I mean, in a good way. I mean, like you were probably incredible at 19 as you are today. But I would look around and I'd go, okay, that's one of the most incredible singers and piano players I've ever heard in my life. I think millions of people are gonna love that. Pop stands for popular. So, when I saw Celine, it's like, I think millions of people are gonna love this voice. I don't think that makes me special. I think that just makes me a regular person. And if I like it, millions are gonna like it. That's my take on it.
But I think the specialness comes in because you're able to write songs and then have other writers like Diane Warren decide that, okay, I have this song for you, but only David Foster's gonna produce it.
Yeah, and I'm not precious about I'm like you. You know, Brian is like the easiest guy to get a hold of. You dial his cell phone number, which is 818. No. And he just picks up the phone, and he's very low key for being such a big star, and it's just so refreshing that there's no, you know, posse and 10 gatekeepers and all that. And I'm the same way. I'm very accessible and I'm very open. And I'm not precious about. I mean, I do have an ego. There's no doubt about it. I know I'm good. I mean, I know I'm good, but I'm not precious about, you know, whether somebody helps me co-produce something or somebody writes something, or I'm the first person to say, that guy came up with that lick, not me, when I'm getting credit for, you know, somebody's trying to give me credit for something that I didn't do, you know. I think it's a good way to be.
More with David Foster when we come back. I'm gonna add C# to that.